Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Kala Chanji, Radha Kala Chanji Radhe. Jaya Radha Govind, Radha Govind Radhe. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Srila Gurudeva. जय श्री श्री राधा कालाचंद जी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यां नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। So we are continuing from chapter 6, canto 6, chapter 7. Indra offends Brihaspati, who is a spiritual master. And today we are going to cover from text 18 to 24.
Hearing of the pitiable condition of King Indra, the demons, following the instructions of their guru, Sukracharya, equipped themselves with weapons and declared war against the demigods.
The demigods' heads, thighs, and arms, and other parts of their bodies were injured by the sharp arrows of the demons. The demigods, headed by Indra, saw no other course than to immediately approach Lord Brahma with bowed heads for shelter and proper instruction.
When the most powerful Lord Brahma saw the demigods coming toward him, their bodies gravely injured by the arrows of the demons, he pacified them by his great causeless mercy and spoke as follows.
Lord Brahma said, O best of the demigods, unfortunately, because of madness resulting from your material opulence, you failed to receive Brihaspati properly when he came to your assembly. Because he is aware of the Supreme Brahman and fully in control of his senses, he is the best of the Brahmanas. Therefore, it is very astonishing that you have acted impudently towards him.
Because of your misbehavior towards Brihaspati, you have been defeated by the demons. My dear demigods, since the demons were weak, having been defeated by you several times, how else could you, who were so advanced in opulence, be defeated by them?
O Indra, your enemies, the demons, were extremely weak because of their disrespect towards Shukracharya. But since they have now worshipped Shukracharya with great devotion, they have again become powerful. By their devotion to Shukracharya, they have increased their strength so much that now they are even able to easily seize my abode from me.
Because of their firm determination to follow the instructions of Sukracharya, his disciples, the demons, are now unconcerned about the demigods. In fact, kings or others who have determined faith and mercy of Brahmanas, cows, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and who always worship these three, are always strong in their position.
Yeah. This was the last verse, 24. The focus text is, it says in the sheet text 20, but text 20 doesn't have any purport. So we'll read text 20 and then we can move to 23 because that seems like a very important verse. Text 20 is, when the most powerful Lord Brahma saw the demigods coming toward him, their bodies gravely injured by the arrows of the demons, he pacified them by his great causeless mercy and spoke as follows. We can read text 23. Words and translation. Please repeat after me. Maghavan dvishitaha pasya Rakshina guru atikramat Samprati upachitan bhuyaha Kavya maradya bhaktitaha Addiran nilayanam Mamapi bhrigudevataha. Would anybody like to recite? Bhagavan Tvishita Pasya Rakshinam Guru Atikramat Samprati Upachitan Bhuya Kavyamaradhya Bhaktitaha Adyadira Nilayanam Mamapi Bhrigudevataha. Bhagavan Dvishita Pasya Rakshinan Gurvati Kramat Prati Upajitan Bhuyaha Kavyamaradhya Bhaktitaha Adadira Nilayanam Amapi Brigudevataha Bhagavan Dvishita Pasya Prakshinam Gurvati Kramat Samprati Upachitan Bhuyaha Kavyamaradhya Bhaktitaha Adadira Nilayanam Mamapi Brigudevataha. Mataji's. Bhagavan Dvishita Pasya Prakashinam Gurvati Kramat Samprate Upachitan Bhuyaha Kavyamaradhya Bhaktitaha Adadira Nilayanam Mamapi Brigudevataha. Okay. Word to word translation, we can read that together. Bhagavan, O Indra, Dvishitaha, your enemies, Pasya, just see, Prakshinan, being very weak formerly, Guruvati Kramat, because of disrespecting their Guru, Shukracharya, Samprati, at the present moment, Upachitan, powerful, Bhuyaha, again, Kavyam, their spiritual master, Shukracharya, Aradhya, worshipping, Bhaktitaha, with great devotion, Adadiran, may take away, Nilayanam, the abode, Satyalok, Mama, my, Api, even, Bhrigu Devataha, who are now strong devotees of Shukracharya, the disciple of Bhrigu. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O Indra, your enemies, the demons, this is Brahma saying, your enemies, the demons, were extremely weak because of their disrespect towards Shukracharya. But since they have now worshipped Shukracharya with great devotion, they have again become powerful. By their devotion to Shukracharya, they have increased their strength so much that now they are even able to easily seize my abode from me. Purport. Lord Brahma wanted to point out to the demigods that by the strength of the Guru, one can become most powerful within this world, and by the displeasure of the Guru, one can lose everything. This is confirmed by the song of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one is benedicted by the mercy of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Although the demons are insignificant in comparison to Lord Brahma, because of the strength of their Guru, they were so powerful that they could even seize Brahmaloka from Lord Brahma. We therefore pray to the spiritual master. Further? Yeah. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam. By the mercy of the Guru, even a dumb man can become the greatest orator, and even a lame man can cross mountains. As advised by Lord Brahma, one should remember the Shastric injunction if one desires success in his life. So let's remember our spiritual masters, our Guru Parampara and all our acharyas by reciting these invocation prayers. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gatadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedant Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So, every day we read Bhagavatam and there are constant reminders that this movement or Krishna consciousness is a movement of mercy. Without Krishna's mercy, without Radharani's mercy, without Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu's mercy, or even without your spiritual master's mercy, without Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we cannot do anything. And that's why Prabhupada has designed such a wonderful morning program that every day we start our day by reciting Guru Ashtakam, which is composed by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And we remember our spiritual masters, we remember our Shiksha Gurus, our Diksha Guru, our Pat Pradaksha Guru, which means who introduced us to this path of devotion. So, how much gratitude we hold in our hearts if we remember, like we have to wake up every day with that gratitude. Who was that person who introduced you to Krishna? Do you all remember the first person? Do you remember the person? How you began, with whose mercy you were able to begin this journey? He's your first guru, like somebody who introduced you to this path. So we can have multiple Shiksha Gurus and somebody who's your spiritual mentor, who you reach out to in moments of doubt, in moments where you are stuck, that how do I overcome these challenges that I'm facing? That is your Shiksha Guru. And Shiksha Guru could be many people around you who you consider as an authority, who you seek guidance from. And then comes your spiritual master, your Diksha Guru, who has given you the holy name, who has given you a beautiful name, spiritual name. And because of these blessings, because of the mercy of these spiritual masters and these Shiksha Gurus, your mentors, you are connected to the parampara. You're connected to Shri Radha Kalachandji. We have lots of, contradictions, things coming up in recent times with the word guru, because it is such a big responsibility. It is such a big role that somebody plays in somebody's life. And we need to understand who a guru is through our shastras, because these Vedic injunctions give us the perfect definition of a guru. And the most important part is they say that a guru needs to have a guru. So a guru is someone who is first a shishya, who is first a teacher. If somebody says, they started this sampradaya, they started this system and they have no guru above them, then run away from there, because even a guru has a guru. So once these bunch of people went approached to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and they said, we really want to know the confidential pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Could you tell us? So he said, I know nothing, but if you want to know you need to get some knowledge, you need to go to my spiritual master, Jagannath Babaji Maharaj. So they went to him. And he said, okay, you want to know the confidential pastimes, so why don't you go and water the bushes, these plants? And they said, okay. They went and did that for next several months, maybe 6 to 8 months. And they came back to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, like, why did you send us to your guru? We asked a simple question, that was our mistake. We just asked, tell us the pastimes. And he asked us to just water the trees, water the plants for several months. And he said, if you would have just watered the plants generally, it would have just considered watering or, gardening, whatever you're doing. Would have considered a normal karma. But because you follow the instruction of Guru, it is considered Guru Seva. It is considered bhakti in itself. So with this one thing that I heard, such a big point is presented to us, that following instruction of your spiritual master is not you doing any karma or you doing any mere simple activity in this world. It is considered transcendental. And so we all need to follow the instructions of our spiritual master. There are 2 kinds of services that we can do. We all know the services we can render to our spiritual master, Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. So Vapu Seva is when you physically, in the presence of your spiritual master, render services like bringing him water, pressing his lotus feet, making garland for him, cooking for him. So these are services which very, we of course, we feel that there are such fortunate souls who get to do this for my Guru Maharaj, But it is said, even in our scriptures, that greater than Vapu Seva is Vani Seva, following the instructions of your spiritual master. It is considered greater than physically being present there and serving him. Why? Because, of course, because the instructions that you're getting from your spiritual master are coming directly from Bhagavatam, from Srila Prabhupada, from Krishna. So you're following instructions, you're pleasing him more when you follow the instructions of your spiritual master. So there are many instructions that we get generally. Right? Whenever you hear talks, discourses given by your spiritual master, you get to get some generic instructions. And people might say, okay, I want some personal instruction. But of course, if you don't have any personal instruction, you can always ask when you meet your spiritual master. But if it's not possible, following the generic instructions is of course, it's good enough. So for us, we all remember, right, recently when His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, recently when he left this abode, he wrote some 10 major instructions in the will. And that goes for everybody. And he says many nice instructions. One of them was never leave this movement. There will be differences. There will be times when you are struggling, but never leave it, because it's the association of devotees that keeps us going in our bhakti. So there were very nice instructions. The point being, if we all follow these instructions, we have pleased our spiritual master. And if somebody feels that pleasing Krishna is much more important or much more valuable than pleasing your spiritual master, that's wrong. It could be vice versa. That if you have more love and you're rendering more services to your spiritual master than Krishna, that is considered good. But because Krishna also says that if you are coming to me directly, if you're saying you are my devotee, then you are not my devotee. If you say you are the servant of my servant, then you are my devotee. So even Krishna gives that praman. So here, as we see in the story that we are following, where Indra was sitting among all his friends and all people who, respect him, worship him. His spiritual master walks in, Brihaspati, and he sees, and Indra is intoxicated with the power that he has, the luxuries that he has, that he forgets to, he forgets, he looks at his spiritual master, but he doesn't pay him obeisances, he doesn't recognize his presence. He doesn't do anything. And then Brihaspati, his spiritual master, leaves that space. And so then he realizes that he has made a big offense. And then in that moment where Indra and all the other people around him, all the demigods around him, realized that what they did was very wrong, and they felt very weak and powerless, because all of that they possess is coming through the blessings of the spiritual master. That is what we need to realize here. But what if you have everything and you still don't respect or worship your spiritual master? Then what have you gained? It is said that if you have, I don't remember the reference, but what I heard was, if you have, you're beautiful, and your wife is also very beautiful, your husband is very beautiful, and you have lots of money, you're financially also very sound, and very famous, people keep praising you. And so that's basically the perfect life for any materialistic person. You are beautiful, your partner is extremely beautiful, financially you have nothing to worry about, and you're famous, people are praising you. That's what people live for, actually. But still, if you do not have a spiritual master, you do not worship your spiritual master, then what have you gained? What have you gained? What have you gained? Nothing. But if you have none of these, and you have amazing Guru Nishtha, faith in your Guru, and you do Guru Seva, you serve your spiritual master, you have Guru Bhakti, devotion towards him, then you have everything. Because Krishna has given you that spiritual master, and that spiritual master will take you back to Krishna. So if you don't worship him, we don't have that faith in him. That faith is very important. There are so many texts that say that, because I believe at least we are at that platform, whoever is sitting here, that we know that yes, we need to have a spiritual master, or we are already sheltered, or we are initiated, and yes, we respect our spiritual masters. But do we have that strong faith? Do we have that utmost faith and utmost devotion towards our spiritual master, that every day we wake up in the morning and the first thing is we remember our spiritual master? We offer them the mantra, our Guru mantra. And that anytime we go for service, we remember our spiritual master. Because it is because of them that we are getting any opportunity, whatever we are doing. Even in the purport it came up, right, when Brahma was saying that even a lame man, dumb man, can become a great orator with the blessings of your spiritual master. But if I'm just speaking here without having any gratitude, any acknowledgement that whatever knowledge that I'm getting is because of my spiritual master, if I'm indifferent about it, or if I'm not grateful about it, then I'm just a fool speaking with no knowledge. I'm just a fool who's puffed up. But somebody who's not even sitting on Vyasasana, but who's always grateful, who's always remembering his spiritual master and realizing that the knowledge, the strength, even the desire to be here in front of Radha Kalachandji is because of your Guru Nishtha, is because of the blessings of your spiritual master. There's nothing that any activity, nothing we can do without their mercy. And so Indra, who was so powerful, forgot all of that, forgot all the blessings, forgot all the possessions and strengths he had, all the demigods. And they suddenly at that moment, the demons attacked them. And they were so injured. And before this, the demons had also offended their spiritual master, Shukracharya. And But they asked for forgiveness, they pleased him again, and they got back the the strength. Now imagine how merciful a guru is. That no matter how many times we might forget to offer our respects to them, or might do offenses towards them, they don't consider it as an offense. They just that there. If you realize, you go back, they bless you again. And that is because a guru is always in this consciousness that I am the servant of a servant. That's what a guru, if you ever talk to them, I've seen this couple of times when, somebody comes and appreciates, or my spiritual master, or somebody does to their spiritual master, the usual response is, I'm your servant. And you're just baffled sitting there that you are the servant of your spiritual master, and your spiritual master is saying that to you or to some disciple of his. And because we are baffled, because we think that how can a person who, at such a level be so humble, and how can he say that? I mean, how can somebody even dream of saying that? But because they're really humble, they exemplify, their epitome of this humbleness, this modesty, and the bhakti that they have. So any power that any service you're able to do, or anything you're able to do, is because of that mercy. And so they went to Brahma, Indra and all the demigods, they went to Brahma, and Brahma is telling them, what is happening right now is because you have offended your spiritual master. So it's really important. Yeah, I was saying about the morning program, that we start our day with Guru Ashtakam, and it's so important that we come every day for Guru Puja. We even when we do like Tulsi Aarti, everything that Prabhupada has given us, that we are begging for mercy in every song that we are singing. We are begging for mercy because nothing will happen without that. The moment we start thinking, I am the result of my own strength, it's coming, the source is me only, I am able to do this. Yeah, of course my Guru initiated me, but now I have become empowered. If we start thinking like that, then you'll see, after a few days, you'll start questioning people. I don't know why I have lost interest in chanting. I don't know why I have lost interest in the things I used to do. I used to wake up early. I used to do services. I used to enjoy sitting in kirtan. I'm not able to do that anymore. Why? Yes, because of the multiple offenses we keep making. And so when we come to these morning programs, it's a constant reminder that at least externally we are engaging in that mood. So I cannot emphasize any more on this, that this entire movement, everything is coming, is mercy flowing down. That's why it's best to be at the lowest point. Lowest point in the sense, position. Because I heard this somewhere, I don't know who said, maybe one of you or somebody, that because when water is flowing, it doesn't get stuck anywhere. It finds its space to come down and come at the bottom. So imagine mercy to be like that. If you're at the top, you'll get it for some time and it'll just flow down. But if you're at the bottom, which means if you're humble, if you're always in that mood of humility, then the mercy, you will gather a lot of mercy. And because it's coming down, right? It's come from Krishna to all the Guru Parampara, Brahma, Narad Muni, Vyasadeva, and so on, and Srila Prabhupada, and then you're getting through all the acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, and then your spiritual master. Then you're getting all the condensed mercy, like so much mercy you're, being gifted with, showered upon. So, today's theme was all about worshipping your Guru, and that nishtha will develop. That desire also will develop. Like, how can we have that desire? Is when you try to listen to the lectures that your spiritual master gives. Try to listen to the talks, to the instructions that he gives. Because that way you're able to connect with him more. And when you start following the instructions that he's giving, let's say he's given a talk on Vaishnava etiquettes, then he's telling you how a Vaishnava should be. And that is your instruction. That's how you get the instruction that my Guru is saying, I need to respect all the Vaishnavas around me. That's how it gets personalized. And we want a personal instruction. Listen to one talk, just follow one talk throughout your life. Even if we are able to do that, that's a big thing that we can do. Just one instruction if we are able to at least follow. And that is when your Guru, and he will give you the Bhakti Lata Beach. So he knows at what level you are. He knows, he will give you strength to perform any quality, or to imbibe any quality that you want to. He will give you the strength. When you pray to your spiritual master, he knows that you're praying to him and he gives you the blessings. That is the faith we need to have. Because it's true. Imagine Narad Muni in the womb of Kayadu. He was a baby, he was an infant. Not an infant, he was just like in the womb. And Narad Muni came to instruct, to give such nice instructions, such nice this knowledge. And Mother Kayadu slept in between. But but Prahlad Maharaj was listening even in the womb. He never saw his spiritual master. He never had an option of reminding and hearing it again what his spiritual master said. We at least can rewind the lectures, hear it again. But he didn't have that option, right? But he heard it once. And he followed it. Not just followed, he became such a great devotee. So if we hear these pastimes, we'll be able to learn something, we'll be able to have a desire to serve our spiritual master, to serve his instructions, to do that Vani Seva. So that Vani Seva is so much greater than Vapu Seva, physically being in his presence. So we can think of so many, even Dhruv Maharaj, in 6 months, at the age of 5, in 6 months he got darshan of Vishnu, Narayan, because of the mercy of his spiritual master. His mother had instructed him to go to the forest. And his mother didn't go, but she sent him and he got the mercy. So all we have to do is just listen. And so it's very important that how can we have this surrenderance with intelligence. So Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, I think, he says, surrender with intelligence, not without intelligence. So when we talk about blind faith is when you surrender without intelligence. When you're not using the buddhi that Krishna has given you. But when you surrender to Krishna, to Shastra, to Guru, that's what it said in this purport also, right? Who has the mercy of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has mercy of Brahman and cows. That's what it says. Then you get all the mercy. So how do we develop this intelligence? When we want to surrender with our intelligence is when we develop, first of all, we need to develop this intelligence, which Krishna has given us, this buddhi. Intelligence is basic thing. First we understand what is intelligence. The sense of discretion between what is right and what is wrong. So what is important for me? What is this life? What is the purpose? And how do you get to know? Through Shastras, through Vedic injunctions, through these texts that every day you all come and sit in Bhagavatam class. Your intelligence is getting stronger and stronger. If you are listening with faith, you are surrendering to these texts. It's like you're coming to the spiritual gym every day for 1 hour. This is the gym. This is that mental gym, spiritual gym that will make you stronger to fight all the battles that you are facing. All of us are in. I know outside we might seem very happy sometimes, but internally we are going through different problems. Financially, emotionally, physically, everything is going on. There's marriage, enough problems already. There is so many things are going on, right? But because we are dealing with all these problems with our mind. And when we try to surrender with our intelligence to Krishna, to these texts, that is when you are able to fight these battles. You're able to rise above these emotions. And that's why I know I've said this before, but I like to reiterate it because I really like this, that a devotee is somebody who will, a common man is someone who will understand Shastra through his emotions. But a devotee is somebody who will understand his emotions through Shastra. Anything around happening within him, outside of him, he will understand through Shastra. And that is the highest authority for us. The Srila Prabhupada has, oh my God, like woken up like sleepless nights and so many years. He's just compiled this knowledge, this text for us, presented to us in a way we can understand. Imagine it was just in Sanskrit. Half the time we would have just waited to translate. He's given the purport plus, like he's given word to word translation also. He's given us the purport. He's given us in-depth understanding and given us examples like, okay, world leaders today, what they are doing. So he's made it so practical for us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to decode this encrypted knowledge. All we have to do is, because of the mercy of the Guru, you will be able to understand this. So once somebody, not great at Chaitanya Charitamrita, but we have people here who know, but some devotee who was reading Bhagavad Gita who doesn't even know how to pronounce the verses or doesn't understand it. And everybody was just laughing at him. And Mahaprabhu came and he said, okay, first of all, why are you reading here? You know, in public, people are laughing at you. You're not able to understand also. He said, I know people are laughing because I cannot pronounce it, and I cannot pronounce because, I'm not that educated. I don't have this, I don't have the education or understanding of this. But I want to read because my Guru has instructed me. And he was crying when he was reading. So Mahaprabhu was like, how are you crying? So much devotion that because my Guru, my spiritual master has asked me to read this, I am reading it. And he's getting that emotions, that mercy because of his Guru. That he is able to, maybe not externally for us able to read it, understand it, but he is able to get the essence of it at least. So we might be scholarly, we might be doing everything, but if you're not able to understand the essence of it, like even in Bhagavad Gita, people say, okay, chapter 2 to 18, all instructions great. But why is there chapter 1? Because that's where the plot is being set, where Arjun, like us, is giving logical excuses and reasons why to not fight the battle. And chapter 1 is all of what we are doing every day. That, okay, I can't do this because, I have this reason, I have this reason. But the moment he surrenders to Krishna, he turns up to Krishna as a student in faith and begs for, clear his doubts and please instruct me what to do. That moment he receives the instruction of Bhagavad Gita. If you would have not surrendered till chapter 5, you would have heard only Arjun, full of doubts and everything. But the moment he surrendered, Krishna said, okay, now I will speak. And so until chapter 2, Krishna has not said a word. In fact, Bhagavad Gita, we thought, somebody will think we'll start with Krishna's auspicious words, but it starts with Dhritarashtra. Because he's the one who, because of whom, all this battle is happening. And so it's for us to connect that, yes, we are the Dhritarashtra mentality, that we are so attached, so puffed up, so blind that we are not able to see the spiritual knowledge. Imagine just there are so many devotees who are very intelligent, right? If they go out, they want to get a job, they can get paid really well. But they are in temple cooking for Krishna. They are in temple brooming, waking up early, taking cold shower. They can have a jacuzzi for themselves. They can do everything. But what are they doing? They are in temple, so humble, brooming the temple, cleaning the temple, cooking for Krishna, and leaving everything and struggling here. Of course, there are struggles everywhere. So struggling in temple, okay, just whatever resources are available, I will fit into this. I will try to make it work. That's what they are doing. They are worth of millions, earning millions outside. But why? Because they have gotten the most mercy. They are following the instructions. They are the one who are really surrendered and living the best quality of life that all of us are aspiring for. So this is what is happening in this chapter, that the moment Indra offends his spiritual master, he forgets all the opulences, all the power, all the strength that he has. He loses it. So if we see it like that, our sadhana, the strength of sadhana that we have, if it's weak, try to understand that we need to have more guru nishtha, more faith in our spiritual master, and every day pray to him. And if our sadhana is going really well, first of all, never a devotee feels that the sadhana is going really well. But if it is because of the mercy of your spiritual master. So I will stop here, and please do share if there's any realization about your guru, your spiritual, your shiksha guru, your any guru who introduced you to movement, this Krishna conscious movement, and you're so, of course, grateful to it. I remember when I was 10 years old, that was the time I got introduced to Krishna consciousness through one of my extended family, my family members. And I still, I feel it was all because of them that my entire family got into Krishna consciousness. And so I'm sure everybody has that first point of contact. Some people are so lucky, it's their mother and father who introduces them to Krishna consciousness. But I'm sure all of us have some story. So if anybody would like to share something, please feel free to do so. Any questions or any corrections? Yeah, Anuradha Mataji. Do we have a mic? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda, Sevika Mataji, thank you so much for the wonderful class. A few points I was thinking. First thing, the story that you narrated from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Little bit on it. This is a beautiful verse which I was reminded, and I often, if you allow me to chant the verse, it says, Biprabalesh murkho ami ortho nahi jani, shuddho shuddho gita pori guru agya mani. The Bipra says, I'm uneducated. Not just, he was actually illiterate. And I'm reading this Gita still. Shuddho, shuddho, it's right or wrong, I'm still reading it because I'm following the instruction of my Guru. Then Mahaprabhu says, if you don't understand it, why are you crying? And then he says, look at Krishna. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And yet he is driving that, he is a charioteer for his devotee. This is how merciful my Lord is. And just thinking of it, I'm getting tears into my eyes. And then Mahaprabhu hugged him and said, you have understood the Gita completely. The essence of it, you got it. With that, yesterday was my, it's my Gurudev's, it was a Vyasa Puja, so I could feel so much, I could relate to the class. But 2 days before, of course, whatever is happening to our class, our life in our spiritual life especially, is all because of our Gurudev. And we should attribute everything to, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, of course. Our Gurudevs are not individual. They are like, it's like a parampara. So we can't see just my Gurudev. Then we get into this Guru groupism. But our Gurudevs are they're the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Yes. So they come in a package for us, at least in ISKCON. So in the morning when we think of our Guru, we think of Srila Prabhupada also. They are there because Srila Prabhupada is there. And then again, Prabhupada is there because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. So it's a parampara. And 2 days back, I was reading this, hearing Prabhupada's class. This is 15th September 1971. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Prabhupada's lecture. I'll read the transcript. The rascal atheists, they can say like that, but our process is this: Guru Seva, offering all respect to Guru and always thinking of Krishna's lotus feet, seeing his forms in the temple, worshipping him as they are described, as they are prescribed in the Shastras. This is the process. Then there's a Sanskrit verse. So this is one of the process, that not only one should serve the spiritual master with faith and love, but he should always think of Krishna. The Mayavadi philosophy is, they say that you think of spiritual master, he is God. That is Mayavadi. Just like we have been in Surat, there is some Ram Mandir without Ram. This is rascaldom. They have placed their photo of spiritual master, but no deity. This is Mayavadi. Ours is not like that. Ours is side by side. Not only spiritual master, his spiritual master, along with deity. We are. So I'll just read the. So here is the linga, also means the murti, the form. Linga means whether he is Purusha or he is women or men. He is the. Basically, Prabhupada is saying it is, of course, spiritual master, because if we read Srila Prabhupada's book, every other purport would say bona fide spiritual master. And that's when, as we read and as we hear, we come to the realization that, okay, to understand spiritual life, I need a spiritual master. It's Prabhupada's books which is telling, but Prabhupada also said it is not just spiritual master. Our process is spiritual master and Krishna. So I have read it from his lecture, so I'm not saying it of mine. So this is also another aspect, because Prabhupada asked us to be, like lawyers, we read his books. Not just read his books, hear him. And if you hear the recent, I think it happens in Los Angeles. Not I think, it happens in LA. Every year, when they remember Prabhupada and Prabhupada's senior disciples who served him very closely, who had experience of Srila Prabhupada, they come and share there. And they said what Prabhupada writes in the book is one thing, but when you have his in-person association, you will see another side of it. So as the followers of Srila Prabhupada, I think, and because we are reading his books, we see the books or the aspect from all sides. He asked us to be a lawyer, like lawyer. We read Srila Prabhupada's book. So he said this also, and then he said this also, that it is spiritual master, of course, because he's the one who is guiding us to Krishna. And then yesterday's quote of Srila Prabhupada is also saying that, our main guru is Krishna, is the only guru, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And whoever follows his instruction are also guru. So it's very easy for us to, if our spiritual master is following Srila Prabhupada, is guru. Srila Prabhupada is of course saying, Prabhupada says that, Krishna says, Sarvadharma Parityajya, surrender and come to me. And I'm also saying, surrender and go to Krishna. Where is the difference? So we know that our guru is not Krishna. Guru also knows that guru is not Krishna. But of course we consider both of them, and we meditate on Krishna's feet and also surrender and serve according to guru's instruction. Yes. So I just wanted to bring it to a...
Yes, thank you. That's a very important point. I will speak on this, but can you please repeat? Can I request you to repeat that verse again? This one.
Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Yes. We'll like to follow that. So if you say one line, then we'll repeat after you.
You want me to give you the verse number or want me to...
I want you to recite. Just 2 lines, right? So we can repeat after you.
বিপ্র বলে মূর্খ আমিষ অর্থ নাহি জানি বিপ্র কহে মূর্খ আমি অর্থ নাহি জানি শুদ্ধ শুদ্ধ গীতা পড়ি গুরু আজ্ঞা মানি
শুদ্ধ শুদ্ধ গীতা বলি গুরু আজ্ঞা মানি Jai. Thank you so much. And thank you for bringing this wonderful point, Mataji, that yes, we should, spiritual master comes in a package with all Prabhupada disciples, and then from Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas, his guru, and then goes to Krishna. So yes, this is a very important point, and we should never ever feel this thing in our minds that, my guru, this is my god brother, so this person belongs to my guru, so I have much stronger relationship with that person. Or my guru is greater than this other guru, because my guru has so many, followers. So we should never ever, because if we start thinking like that, then we have not understood the mood of our guru. We have not understood the mood of Srila Prabhupada, because they are always in the mood of serving, and this is Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are one family. So this mood should always, it should not, like your devotion to your spiritual master should not overpower the whole Krishna conscious movement, which is Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas. So thank you so much for reminding us that.
Guru is not a person, Guru is a tattva.
Yes.
Like Radharani is a tattva, Krishna tattva, but Guru is also a tattva. Yeah. And the second thing I was thinking, if like it happened in our movement, I'm not naming it, but devotees told when their Guru left, whether physically or the movement, they also left Krishna consciousness. So if we don't consider Krishna also, Prabhupada also, it will be very hard for us. And it is for our own good that we understand Guru as a tattva and not as a human being, this person. Yeah. So that's why. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. There's one book, if we all can read, it is this thin, like thinnest of all. It's Guru Tattva by Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj, I think. It's a very nice book. So usually when we before my initiation, I was asked to read this book. And it's wonderful. So if you all can read this book, Guru Tattva, is I think brown or golden color. It's a very nice book, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj. Thank you so much. Is any other correction, comment, question? Dishta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Rupanugapur sent a reflection. He said, interesting that Shukracharya empowered the demons to overwhelm the demigods, yet he was the one who earlier advised Bali Maharaj not to give anything to Lord Vamanadev. So,
Okay. Who's that?
Rupanugapur.
Oh,
online.
okay. Yeah. We have online even more exalted devotees who are, I don't know why, listening to me, but yes, we would love to hear from Rupanugapur Prabhu soon. Okay.
Hare Krishna, thank you. I like your point about the spiritual gym.
Yeah.
I feel like at least I'm coming to the gym also.
We're all the members of the same gym.
The question about Shukracharya is, what's his motivation to, is there a backstory of why he's not training up his disciples to worship Vishnu? Like, why is he always taking them away?
I wish I knew the answer, to be honest. I don't know the backstory, but if anybody over here is aware of the backstory of Shukracharya, I would also like to know about this, maybe read about him, but as of now, I don't know. Sorry. I will try to. It's a good question. I was also wondering, like, okay, he's a spiritual master, then why isn't he guiding his disciples in the...
They're becoming so strong.
Why are so demons? And yeah. So, yeah, maybe somebody who's more knowledgeable on, has more knowledge on this. I will ask somebody and I will try to get back. Sorry.
I have a demonic mind, so I'm always thinking.
No, that's a good question. Nanbrash Prabhu.
Not so experienced, but I had a thought in this situation. Is like, if you take Narad Muni with the hunter, his first instruction to the hunter is just kill the animal. So if we just took that instruction, we'd be like, whoa, Narada Muni, how are you a guru? How are you Krishna conscious? But if we understand the overall plan that Narada Muni has is to stay, so if the demigods just follow Shankaracharya, they're getting some kind of, benefit in that, following his words. And that, matter of fact, it says right now that by following him, they become strong, So I would assume, my thought is that eventually he takes them to the point of saying, okay, you're following me, now follow Krishna, when they get to the point where they have some ability to do that.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you for that, Prabhuji. Okay, we should wrap up. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnav Bhakt Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.